it's Jessie here. I'm back with another video. I started a series of my nail polish collection videos months and months ago, and I was doing really good. I was putting out like one video a week, and then all of a sudden they sort of fell off the radar. So it's been a little while since I updated this series, but I wanted to get back into it because people seem to really enjoy it. So I thought I would share with you another piece of my nail polish collection today, and I'm going to share with you my Revlon polishes. Revlon's probably one of my favorite nail polish brands, but I tend to kind of forget about it. Whenever I pull a Revlon polish out and I use it again, I'm always like, holy crap, how did I forget about these amazing polishes? So if you guys are not Revlon fans, or you haven't tried the Revlon brand of nail polish because you see it in the drugstore and you just think, well, whatever, give it a try because Revlon has some really amazing polishes. I have 13 of their nail polishes, and doing this video has inspired me to want to go and look at the display and maybe pick out a couple of more. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you the Revlon nail polishes that I own. I've got swatches to share with you as well, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the Revlon brand is fairly affordable. It's not the cheapest brand in the drugstore. You know, you can get things like Simple Colors NYC for, you know, $1 or $2. Revlon runs about $4. So it's kind of a midway point between the lower priced drugstore polishes and the higher end drugstore polishes, think like Essie and some of the more expensive Sally Hansen's. So, you know, it's right there in between. Really great price point, and they've got an amazing selection of polishes. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first one that I own is Revlon's Carbonite. The metallic nail polishes from Revlon are some of my all-time favorite. They've got so many amazing shades, and this is one of them. It's just a really, really pretty sort of gunmetal gray metallic. It doesn't look like anything special in the bottle, but on the nails it's just really pretty. I love to wear this in the fall and winter time because it's just a really pretty polish. It's got that gorgeous metallic sheen to it. You top coat it and it's even more beautiful. This is opaque in 2 coats and really, really pretty. So that's the first one. Another one of those metallics that I just really love is Copper Penny. This sort of tone was all the rage last year and I think the year before. You know, just this kind of rose gold thing. I don't know where the whole rose gold thing came from. Let's call it what it is. It's copper. But I don't know, maybe rose gold's more pink, whatever, but I really love this one. That's the point I'm trying to make here. Fits in with that trend, if that's still a trend. I don't know, I don't really follow trends, but it's a very affordable option. Very, very pretty. It's, again, got that gorgeous metallic sort of shift to it. Applies really nicely, perfectly opaque in 2 coats. So that's another one that I highly recommend. And the third one in my kind of trio of favorite metallics ever might be my favorite nail polish ever. This is Revlon's Gold Coin. I've talked this polish to death over the years because it's just really beautiful. The formula is really nice. I just shook this so you can't tell, but I'm like down to here on this bottle. And for someone that has almost 500 nail polishes, for you to use even a polish more than once makes it pretty special. But I've used this polish more times than I can count. It's so beautiful. It's great for accent nails or on its own. It's just gorgeous. When you top coat it, it's even more magical. I don't know, I just love it. I love the gold. I think it looks great on my skin tone, especially in the summertime, but all year round really. And I just really love that one. So I highly recommend that one. Now we can continue on. Now that I'm done gushing about the metallics, I'll show you the rest of my nail polish collection from Revlon. This is Revlon's Decadent. It's one of their top speed polishes. These dry really quickly. I wouldn't say they're the fastest drying, fast dry nail polishes ever, but they do dry relatively quickly. This particular one is a really pretty kind of blurple color. It looks blue in some lights and purple in other lights, sort of a duochrome type situation here. It's just really pretty. I don't think that it's anything necessarily that you need to run out and get, but it is pretty. Purple's one of my favorite colors, so love that one. This next one is probably my least favorite of all of the Revlons that I own. This is Hushed Blush, and it's just a really sort of grandma toned, like peachy pink color. It's pretty sheer. This is 2 very, very thick coats to get that opaque. I would do 3. This polish just isn't anything super, super special. I think it's very easily dupable, but it's part of the collection. I believe I picked up this one at like Big Lots when it was on sale for 50 cents or something, so definitely worth that price. But it's not my favorite, but it's still really pretty. So there's Hushed Blush. Next up, I have Revlon's Girly, and this is so pretty, you guys. This is just a sheer kind of milky pinky purple base with a ton of purple toned and pink toned glitter in it. This is perfectly named. It's very, very girly. I love to layer this over top of like an orchid colored nail polish, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Here you see it there, just on its own. So that sheer base, I don't think you're ever going to build up to be fully opaque. Maybe you could if you wanted to do like 4, 5 coats, something like that. But this polish, in my opinion, is best layered, and it's so pretty. One of my favorites. I love these kind of glittery polishes from Revlon. I've got quite a few, and they're just awesome. So next up, I have this polish called Princess. This is a really, really pretty kind of icy blue with a ton of shimmer running through it. This is one of the most beautiful polishes I think I've ever seen. It's just so gorgeous, a little bit frosty looking almost, which in my opinion makes this perfect for winter. It just reminds me of like frozen tundras, I don't know. It just reminds me of ice and snow and winter, so I love wearing this in the winter. One of my favorites, love that. Next up, I have Revlon's Radiant, and this is absolutely beautiful. This is sort of a clear-based polish that is packed full of blue and silver and green glitter. That's what it looks like there. This is best layered. I think you can build it up to be fully opaque though, easily. Just very, very pretty. Just, you know, love that. I'm running out of things to say about these nail polishes. I don't know how many times I can say something's really, really pretty before it's completely annoying. Next up is a polish that I searched high and low for when it first came out. I went to probably 15 different stores looking for this. My poor husband carted me all around God's creation looking for this nail polish, and I finally found it at Ulta. If you buy Revlon polishes from Ulta, they're a little bit more expensive than if you buy it at, like, say, Walmart, but this polish was totally worth it. Let me go ahead and tell you what it is. This is Revlon Scandalous. Now, this was originally released under the title Facets of Fuchsia, and it was all over YouTube, and I coveted it for a really, really long time before I finally found it. It doesn't really look like anything all that special in this swatch here because it's just on its own, but if you layer this over black, this polish is freaking magic. It is so beautiful. Purple's, like I said, my favorite color, and this is just gorgeous. I absolutely love this nail polish. This is another one that I've used quite a bit of. I wear this a ton in the winter time. It's just absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend that one if you can find it. Next, I've got another Top Speed polish. This is Stormy. I believe I picked this up on a clearance sale at Target or Walmart or something. A reason I say that is because I don't think I would pay full price for this because it's not incredibly unique, but it's just a really pretty kind of taupe color. I think every nail polish collection has a color like this. Nothing super special, but the formula is really nice. Opaque in 2 coats easily. Dries really fast because it's a Top Speed. You know, pretty, but just nothing all that special. This is Revlon's Whimsical. I don't know if I said that already. This is a really, really sheer baby blue with a little bit of dustiness to it. And it's got pink and blue glitter in it, and Whimsical I think is the perfect name for this because it really just looks so whimsical on the nails. I love to layer this on top of Wet n Wild's I Need a Refreshment. Every time I wear this, I put it on top of that because it's just a really pretty kind of minty blue, and it's gorgeous together. The little pink and blue sparse glitter in there, just, it looks whimsical. So I really love this one. I highly recommend it. That is all of the nail polishes that I have from Revlon that are in this kind of standard line. I really love the bottle and the brush, by the way. I think that the bottle shape is really pretty. The brush is just really thin, kind of normal, average brush, but it does the job. I really like it. Just thought I'd mention that. The other polishes that I have from Revlon are from the Parfumery line, or Perfumery line. I think it's Parfumery. Whatever, however you pronounce it. These are so pretty. I love the bottle. This little knob on the top isn't really all that conducive to polishing. It's like, it's not the easiest thing to use, but it just looks so pretty on the shelf. I love these. The other thing about these polishes of note is that they're scented, so they are sort of supposed to be scented in relation to what they're called. So this one is Bordeaux, so therefore it's going to smell like wine. And it does. I do find that it smells like wine. It smells like nail polish and wine kind of mixed together. It's not like it completely covers up the nail polishy smell, but it does smell like wine when it's wet and when it's dry. Obviously, if you top coat it, that takes that away. But I don't buy these polishes because of the scent. I buy them because they're absolutely beautiful, amazing quality, and I love the little bottles. Now, these are more expensive than the straight Revlon brand, but I think a few of these are worth it. I only have 3. I think I've picked 3 really special ones. There's one more from the collection I really want to get my hands on. I don't have Autumn Spice, and I really, really want it, so I think that might be the next one I purchase come fall time. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you what I do have. Like I said, this is Bordeaux. It's just a really rich wine color. Absolutely beautiful. Kind of classic fall shade in my opinion. Just really pretty. Smells like wine. I'm a bit of a wino, so I love that. Just a really pretty kind of cream shade. Next one I've got to share with you is Italian Leather. Now this doesn't smell like leather. It smells kind of like a men's cologne, so sort of kind of get where they were going with that, but it definitely doesn't smell like leather, unless Italian leather has a specific smell different than every other friggin' leather. I don't know, whatever. But it does smell pretty good. Just smells like a man. It's a really pretty kind of deep, dark, kind of grayish green with a ton of gold shimmer in it. I know that's not the best description, and I know the lighting's not really all that great, so I don't know how well it's catching the shimmer, but it's really, really pretty. You lose a little bit of the shimmer once you actually put it on the nails, but it's still a really great fall shade. A little bit different than kind of your everyday blacks and taupes that people tend to wear in the winter. This is a different spin on that sort of shade, so I really, really love that one as well. And lastly, I have Winter Mint, which is this gorgeous mint green with blue glitter in it. This is really, really beautiful on the nail. It's just gorgeous. This smells just like mint. It's my favorite of the 3 scented ones that I have. Smells amazing, looks absolutely beautiful. This is another one that, or this is one of the ones that I have that just screams summer to me, while the other 2 are more fall appropriate. This one definitely is like spring summer to me, although you could probably get away with wearing it all year round. It's just really pretty. My husband picked this one up for me for Valentine's Day one year, and I absolutely love it. So that's it. That's my entire collection of Revlon nail polishes. I know it's not a huge amount, but Revlon's definitely a brand that I think you ought to consider and check out because they have a lot of really great polishes. Great quality, great color selection, and a great price. So that's it. I definitely plan to continue this nail polish collection series. I think I've got all of the polishes, the polish brands that I have a really huge amount of done, with the exception of NYC. I don't remember if I've done NYC or not, but if I haven't, that'll be a pretty large collection. After that, I'll probably have to start grouping things together a little bit, so I'm not showing you like 3 nail polishes per video, but if you guys want me to continue this, let me know. I plan to, but if it's not something you're interested in, I can scrap it. Either way, just let me know. Leave me a comment down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you liked this. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I'd love to have you back. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.